Hey there, in this video we're going to look at one way of adding events to the Schoology calendar, which is this calendar icon in the upper right corner. No matter what page you're on in Schoology, that calendar icon will show, and no matter what page you're on, when you click on it, it will take you to this top level view of all your selected calendars. So right here it'll show you in this drop down all the different courses you are enrolled in, and anything with a checkbox next to it has the events for that calendar is showing on this main view. You can also color code these by clicking on any of these boxes and changing the color from here. Alright, so let's say I want to create an event for my course. So all I'm going to do is either double click on this date, or I can also click this plus sign in the upper right corner of the box. It's going to pull up this create event box for me here. If for some reason I change my mind and I say, you know, I'd like to make this an assignment because I need my students to be able to upload something and turn something in, I can do that. Personally, if I'm going to make an assignment, I actually start from the course page and go to materials and add the assignment there so I can make sure it gets into the correct folder for the unit. But let's go back and look at events since that's what this is about. It defaults to whatever date you clicked on, but you can change it. This blank box, this part throws people off. The blank box is for if you want to include what time the event starts. If you click the add end time button, it's going to give you two more boxes. One is for an end date and one is for an end time. So if some folks have asked, how do I make something go for more than one day? Well, this is how you click that add end time and you say, oh, I want this to go to the 14th. I will say try to use this sparingly or wisely, if you will, because if you put in a lot of events that are happening for like multiple days or weeks, it starts to clutter up the kids' calendars really fast. They have a lot of events happening on there, so kind of use it wisely. I'm going to go ahead and add a title. Maybe I'm going to say read chapter 9 and take notes. For the description, you can just put regular text in. If you choose this insert content button, you can add images, links, Google Drive resources, YouTube videos, math equations. Got a lot of options there. You also have along here, you can attach a file, you can attach a link, you can include a Google Drive resource from here as well, and you can also add audio or video recording. So this comments enabled, that's by default kids can comment on this event and see each other's comments, but you can turn that off if you prefer. And then the number one thing to know about creating events from the calendar icon, when you create from this calendar icon, it will default to a calendar called Me. I don't know why it's called Options. I wish this said Calendars, but Me is your personal calendar. So if you've ever created an event where you can see it and your students can't, it's because it's defaulted to your personal calendar. So the thing you need to know is X out of that and type in the name of your course. You could add multiple courses to receive this event, that's fine. Or you can change your mind and say, you know what, just kidding, I don't want to include that one. You can take that off. But one thing about it is when you've created it, you can't go back and change the calendar once you've already created it. You'll just have to delete it and start over. So do make sure you get that calendar in there before you hit create. So let's take a look. So now I have this multi-day event, read chapter 9, read chapter 9, read chapter 9. So a couple things. When I click on this, I get a few options. It does show me the time. The difference between view item and edit item is for when I want to change the title, the date, or the description. And if I wanted to delete the item, this is kind of not intuitive to me. I always think edit item to delete it or this X box, but to delete the item, you actually go to view item, and you'll go to the gear symbol and hit delete. But that is how you create an event by going to the calendar icon. The only other thing I'm just going to point out is that unlike in Blackboard, if I were to go to my Colby Playground course, for example, in Blackboard, it was if you clicked on the calendar icon from here, it would take you to just this Colby Playground's calendar. That is not what's going to happen. If you click this button, it's still going to default to your personal calendar. But we're going to look at another way to add calendars in the next video, so stay tuned.